But here's the current economics of, let's say, a traditional publisher, $30 hardcover. Manufacturing cost of goods sold is about like $450. And these are estimates based on various sources I've used. And retail is 45%. Publisher gets about 28% of that $30 and the author gets 13%. So the author gets the lowest margin. So this basically shows like publishers, since they're owning production, they're capturing more of the margin for lowering the production costs over time. And they still capture that.
Like they are benefiting disproportionately from the decrease in cost of goods sold.
Right? Because they're closer to the distribution. That's what I would say is like they sort of own demand.
The black box of COGS is inside the black box of publishing. And so they're able to capture that margin. And authors largely don't necessarily know that it's happening.
Right. And so if you cut out the publisher and go self-pub on your own hardcover, it's still somewhat expensive. So the cost of goods sold on $30 hardcover, about $8.20. A book's sort of like the size of the Pathless Path. The distributor, Amazon, gets about 40%. And then the author gets 32%. So the author is closer to the distributor, but Amazon is still getting a pretty big cut for owning demand, right? So the process is getting more efficient. And then if you go to paperback, the author actually comes out ahead because paperback technology and the cost is much cheaper than hardcover. So a self-published paperback, the author gets 42%, the distributor gets 40%, and the manufacturing is only 18%.
We love that. We fucking love it. I think people underestimate how mind-blowing the technology of on-demand paperback printing is. Like how good it is, how fast it is. The fact that not only is it cheaper on a per copy basis, but also one of the big things that went into, like when you hear people talk about manufacturing plates and like the paper, these are all like upfront fixed costs that you have to do in a batch. It's probably like a tool and die system where like it's expensive to even make the plates in the first place. And then you have to amortize the plates over however many books get printed. But now with like digital print on demand, it's trivially expensive to just publish 1 or 100 or 1,000 with no upfront cost. You just print them as literally as they're sold.